Know that when it comes to our government, what we need to do is we need to have a government that shifts its focus from being against the people and against business to one that fosters an environment where entrepreneurs can take a risk. You can achieve the American dream. We all know that from a liberty perspective, we need to have our government make it okay for us to talk about our faith again and recognize that our country was based on values that are timeless. We also know that, and I think each one of us have even talked about this tonight, we need to look at the fact that right now our government puts an emphasis on things like defending terrorism and defending terrorists instead of fighting them. They put an emphasis on being politically correct instead of just being correct. They put an emphasis on defending people who are indefensible, as opposed to standing up for and being proud of our country's lineage and heritage. We've done a lot of great things as Americans. It's also time, though, to recognize that we've got a recession that we're all in. And this recession has not been an equal opportunity recession. It's hit some people a lot harder than it's hit others. The email I got from a guy in Montello, Wisconsin yesterday, as I was reading it, after I got done reading it, I broke down in tears. This is a guy who served his country in the Army. 20 years ago, he got out of the Army. Went to work driving a truck, a semi, just making deliveries from central Wisconsin to California and back. Saved up his money for years. And now, because of some federally mandated regulations, the equipment that he saved the better part of his life for to buy so he could pursue his American dream is now illegal to operate in California, where his only client is. The trucker from Montello, Wisconsin, is now bankrupt. And he's got clients that are coming to him saying, please, I want you, Tom, because we like you, to pull our stuff from here to there. We want you to be able to take our account and do with it what we need to do. Deliver on time, deliver safely, so we can build our business as well. Tom would love to, but because he's bankrupt, because he's lost his house, because he has no credit now, he can't get the credit he needs from a bank because of federal regulations saying you can't lend to certain people with a certain credit score. Tom can't do anything. And Tom's not the only one who's been impacted by this. We've got people in my neighborhood. My neighborhood have lost their jobs, lost their homes. We've got people in my neighborhood who, similar to Tom, have had their credit history ruined. They've lost their house, and now because of their credit, they can't get an apartment. How does that happen in America? That can't happen here. We can't let that happen here. It needs to stop right now. We need to get the federal government out of our lives. When it gets right down to it, and your needs are at stake, and you're wondering if the economy's going to tank, and you're going to have to wonder if you can feed your kids, keep your house, you need to ask yourself, who's going to fight for you? Who's going to fight for you? Is it somebody who's going to spend $10 million on a campaign to buy a lot of airtime and make himself look fancy? Is it going to be a guy who's been in Congress, and I'm sorry, in the Senate for 18 years, and the only legislation that he can show for that time in the Senate is something that, as of today, was deemed unconstitutional? Who's going to fight for you? It's that simple. Is it the guys who are taking the easy way out, or is it the campaign that has a staff of all volunteers, and they're volunteers because they believe in the message? Or is it the campaign that is going from living room to living room to living room all across the state, talking to people like you in settings like this to find out what's important to you? I'm willing to bet it's the campaign of the guy who wears a blaze orange t-shirt It says nothing on it because this campaign isn't about me. It's about what those orange t-shirts say. I am Dave Westlake. They're Dave Westlake. You all are Dave Westlake. You're the campaign of Dave Westlake. Because it's in your hearts. It's what's on your minds. It's what's in your future that counts. And I'm right there with you. Right there to fight for. The blaze orange in our campaign is, it's not just a really good looking color. It's about accountability. And a story I like to relate to all of you to help you understand that is just imagine if every member of Congress who voted for the health care bill or cap and trade or anything else that is overwhelmingly unpopular with all of us, yet they voted for it against our will. Imagine if when they came back to Wisconsin or they went back to their districts or they went wherever they came home, they had to wear blaze orange. We could find them, we could hold them accountable. This campaign's got nothing to hide. We're not hiding from anybody. We're starting the accountability right now, and we're not backing down from it. So we brought a triple extra large t-shirt with us tonight that we're collecting signatures on. At the Tea Party, we call it the accountability shirt. We want all of you to sign that shirt for us tonight. That's my contract with you. It's my contract with you so that you know that when you sign your name on that shirt, and I go to Washington, that shirt is coming with me. Your name, your concerns, your issues are going to be on the floor of the United States Senate with me. They're going to be there on day one, so that I never forget who I'm fighting for and who I'm standing up for. It's my promise to you. It's my written contract with you. The accountability starts now, and it doesn't end. My accountability is to you. It's not to special interests. It's not to the people that want to do deals behind closed and locked doors. My accountability is to you. The Constitution says so. That's what I'm here to fight for all of you. So please, sign the t-shirt tonight. Also, what we need your help with, can't do this without you. We want each of you, after this is over, to find 10 or 15 or 20 friends of your own, or neighbors, or people you've never talked to before, I don't care, people, and have a meeting like this at your house. Tell me when, tell me where. We'll be there. I want to talk to as many people as possible. This is where the campaign is won. This is where the election is won. It's won right here on this battlefield. Not over the airwaves. Not in some debate. It's won in the hearts and minds of the people who make the difference. That's you. And the other thing you can help us with is we announced last week, contrary to the traditional mode of campaigning, we are not going to hold big fundraisers. We're not going to spend a minute of our volunteer time, which is extremely precious, or a dime of our donors' money, which is also extremely precious, in throwing big fundraisers. Those big fundraisers are grandiose, and that's what politics is traditionally known for. But it also excludes so many people. For every one $4,800 donor that you get in the door at one of those big fundraisers, you're locking out 200 people who might not be able to donate anything more than $25. I told you about Tom the trucker earlier. Tom sent us $25. He bought a Blaze Orange t-shirt because he believes in this. I'm asking you to do the same. I'm asking you to buy a shirt, wear it proudly, and find 5 more people to do the same thing. That's how we generate our funds in this campaign. We want everybody to be involved. We don't want just a few select people who are going to give us a lot of money. That doesn't cut it. When you donate $4,800 to my primary opponent's campaign, you get a little special lapel pin, and you get to be part of the Senators Club. I've never heard of anything more ridiculous in my life. The Senators Club is every single person in this state. You shouldn't have to pay a certain amount to get access to me. This campaign, you don't have to. This campaign, I'm here. And I want you to know that I want to be here for you. I want to know what's important to you. I want to know what's on your mind, because it's your issues that I'm going to fight for, and I'm going to win the battles in Washington for you. Thank you very much.